to Movement with Phyllis. I'd like to ask you, how's your balance? If your answer is not so great and you're thinking you need to do more balancing exercises, I'd like you to take a few minutes and join me to explore your balance from within. We'll use gentle somatic movements and proprioception. Proprioception is where we sense our body is in space. And as we get older, this can decrease, putting us at risk for falls and other problems. For our proprioceptive feedback, we'll use a full-length mirror. So standing in front of a full-length mirror, eyes open, just take a look at your head and notice if it's centered in between your shoulders or if it is tilted. We're just taking note without any judgment and not trying to have perfect posture. Notice your shoulders. Do they look level or are they tilted? And then take a look at your hips. Are they tilted? Is one higher than the other? Or are they level? Maybe they even might look a little twisted. And then just relax your arms down by your side and close your eyes. We'll just begin by tipping over to the right with our head and our shoulders, just until it's comfortable for you and you feel the contraction on that right side waist, making sure we never move into any pain. Slowly bring yourself up until you feel that you've come to center. And then allow yourself to tip over to the left, head and shoulders. Feel that contraction on the left waist. And then bringing yourself back up to center. We'll begin going side to side, and each time make the movement a little smaller. Like a pendulum, it slowly comes to stillness, and then always finding that center in between. So I'll do this 2 more times. You feel free to pause the video if you need more. Just each time making the movement a little smaller. So 1 more time, each way, until you feel you can come right up to center and that you feel centered and level. And then just pause there. And then moving on to our hips. We'll do the same thing with our hips. We'll start by taking the right hip up towards the right armpit, allowing the heel to lift, but keeping the toes on the floor. You'll feel once again a contraction on the right waist. And then resisting slowly against gravity as you lower that hip down. And then taking the left hip up, keeping the left toes on the floor, allowing that left heel to lift, feeling the contraction on that side. This time we'll try to keep our body a little more upright and do just the hips. Lower that side down. Just like we did with the head and shoulders, we'll begin lifting the hip up a little lower each time. So each time making the movement smaller and smaller. Finding that center in between. So I'm going to do 2 more each side, making it smaller and smaller each time. Keeping your mental focus on the muscles contracting and the muscles releasing, finding that center in between. So doing 1 more each side. And then just pause here, keeping your eyes closed. Just notice what you're sensing with your hips. Do they feel level? Any subtle changes from before to now that you might sense? Notice your shoulders. Do they feel level? And your head? Does it feel it's centered between your shoulders? And then just opening your eyes, looking at the mirror, and notice if what you sensed in your body is the same as what you see in the mirror. If it looks like your hips and shoulders are even, take a moment and notice how that feels to stand like this. You might have also noticed that when your eyes were closed, you felt you were even and balanced, and then you looked in the mirror and you weren't. And that is why we use this proprioceptive feedback using the mirror. When our posture is off, our balance is off. So using these gentle somatic movements and proprioception, you can change your posture and change your balance. Thank you for joining me.